time as I may consume for the purpose
Gentleman's
of closing.
recognized.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, as the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I'm really heartened by the outpouring of support we've heard from both sides of the aisle involving the U.S.-Israel relationship and involving the unfair BDS movement against Israel. I want to thank all the people who have spoken in favor of this resolution, the gentleman from New York, Mr. Zeldin, and others who have spoken, because it shows that when it comes to support for the U.S.-Israel relationship, there really is no difference between Democrats and Republicans. Israel should not be a political football. We support the U.S.-Israel relationship, and we know that BDS is very destructive, very unfair, very anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic, should have no place in the public spectrum. So I think that this chamber is getting together. You look at the numbers we bring to the floor today, they really speak to themselves. Almost 80% of the House of Representatives has co-sponsored this resolution. There are members not just from different sides of the aisle, but from across the entire political spectrum, from one end to the other, supporting this resolution, saying the BDS movement is unfair, the BDS movement singles out Israel, the BDS movement is really supported by people who want to see the destruction of the world's only Jewish state. That is not something that we can stand idly by and watch happen. And so I've never been prouder, more proud of this body. I've been here for a while now than I am tonight. Proud of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle. And again, I think the reason why we have that kind of support is clear. Congress supports the U.S.-Israel relationship. We support a two-state solution. We support the rights enshrined in the First Amendment. And we know that the global BDS movement threatens the possibility of future peace between Israelis and Palestinians. It's that simple. We know that the global BDS movement threatens what's fair. We know what the global movement, BDS movement, is really a fraud. It's a fraud. It's Israel-hating. It's Jew-hating. We've had enough of that in the world. And frankly, they should be ashamed of themselves. So I would like to note that today's resolution is a very powerful rebuke of the global BDS movement, more powerful than any particular legislative proposal. What we are saying today to those who want to see a peaceful end to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, we're saying that global BDS movement has no place here. So I'm glad to support this measure. I urge all members to do likewise. Again, I thank my colleagues on both sides of the aisle. I have never seen Congress as united as it is on this resolution, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from New York yields back the balance.